The SCU5 controller can be set for width measurement for 1 sensor and 2 sensor applications. For this demonstration, we have set an SCU5 controller shown in the main screen and a WPS112 sensor and a WPS48 sensor, which are both shown on the smaller screen on the upper left-hand side. To set the SCU5 controller for width measurement with one sensor, you need to follow these steps. Make sure the sensor selected has a sensing range wider than the material you are measuring. Verify that the sensor is connected to the sensor port you will be using. For this demonstration, we have selected the WPS112 to be the sensor on sensor port 1. This sensor port is on the upper right-hand side of the controller. The WPS48, which we were using in the 2-sensor application, is set on sensor port 2, which is on the lower right-hand side of the controller. On the operator interface screen, you will see that the controller is set to guide point offset. We will change the setting later to width measurement. We press the tool icon to access the advanced settings screen. On the advanced settings screen, we press the operator setting icon to access operator settings screen. On this screen, we press the sensor icon. In the sensor screen, we make sure that sensor 1 is selected. When the icon is pressed, it will toggle between sensor 1 and sensor 2. Make sure that sensor 1 is selected. Next to it is the icon for threshold. This should be in dynamic mode, which is shown in green. If the icon is red with a flat horizontal line, it is in static mode. Make sure that for this application, it is on dynamic mode. The last icon is the sensor mode. When the icon is black and white, it is in edge mode. When it is black, green, and white, it is in contrast mode. For this application, the sensor mode should be in edge mode. We return to the advanced screen and we press the power user icon, which is on the lower right-hand side. On the power user screen, we press sensor icon, and then we verify that the sensor in use for the application is enabled. In this case, it's sensor 1. Sensor 2 should be enabled because we're doing a 1-sensor width measurement application. We verify that the sensor 1 is on center mode and that brightness is in automatic. We press return to the previous screen and we press the analog output. Make sure that the analog mode is in width and that the analog setup is normal. We return to the advanced settings screen and then we press the power user icon. We press the width icon. We press the teaching wand, and then we accept. This will set the value to 0. When the material is presented, the screen shows the actual width of the material. The output type icon indicates what type of output you will be seeing on the operator interface screen. When it is set to absolute, The operator interface screen will show the actual measurement of the material, the width. When it is set to error, the measurement shown on the operator interface screen will be the difference between the actual measurement and the nominal width that we have set on the width screen. To set the nominal width, we go back to the sensor and then we select nominal width. The nominal width can then be changed by using the adjust icons on the bottom of the screen. This can be adjusted for increase or decrease of the value by 0.25, 1, 10, or 100 millimeters. When you press one of these buttons, it will turn green and the nominal width can be adjusted positively or negatively by that value through the arrow icons. Upper and lower limits can be adjusted in the same manner. As we return to the previous screen by pressing the return screen button, we can go back to the main operator interface. The output will be shown in millimeters, and in this case, it's still showing the error. If we want to go back, we can change it to absolute. One thing to verify is we should have noticed that the controller is now on web width mode as shown here. This controller is now set to measure the width of material with one sensor. For a two-sensor application, the sensors should be installed in that appropriate orientation. One sensor should see the left edge and the other sensor should see the right edge. For most applications, the sensors should be in edge mode. If the two sensors are exactly butted together against each other, then the sum of the two sensors would be the web width. The measurement from each sensor is the amount of web seen by each sensor, which is the raw width. If the two sensors were overlapping, or they would have a gap between them, the offset then is either negative or positive. Hence, the measured width would be the sum of the web covered by each sensor plus or minus the offset. In order to record the correct offset, the user should present a web of known width, preferably that is known equal to the nominal width, at the desired working distance from the sensors, ensuring that both edges of the web are seen by the sensor. If that known width is different from a nominal width, then the value can be entered as the nominal width before pressing the teaching wand. In this case, we know that this material is 139 inches wide. So we go to the width measurement application and we set the nominal width at 139. then we present the material, press the teaching icon, and we have set the sensors for a 2-sensor application.